Well, Bob, thank you very much for joining us, as always, an absolute pleasure. Let's jump straight into it, shall we? A busy week ahead on the economic calendar. What should we be looking out for with the main currencies, the US dollar, euro, and the pound?
Busy week ahead on the economic data front. From the US, we're looking at private sector PMIs and labour market numbers. On Monday, we got the ISM manufacturing PMIs, and on Wednesday, the ISM non-manufacturing. Obviously, expect the non-manufacturing to draw greatest interest. On Wednesday, we've also got the ADB employment change figures, Thursday jobless claims, and then Friday non-farm payrolls. Plenty of interest in these numbers following last week's Fed monetary policy decision. Fed's promising longer, lower rates. Obviously, a sharp improvement in labour market conditions will put pressure on. For the Eurozone, we got finalised private sector PMIs for France, Germany and Eurozone, and then private sector PMIs for Italy and Spain. We've also got German and Eurozone retail sales figures to consider. Expect plenty of interest in these numbers. Obviously, consumption is key to the Eurozone economic recovery. For the pound, we've also got finalised private sector PMIs and construction PMI figures in the week. Main event of the week, however, is the Bank of England monetary policy decision. What's the view on inflation? And is there going to be any talk of an imminent move?
Moving across now to the commodity currencies, Bob, what should we expect to be seeing there?
For the loonie, we've got trade data and employment figures to consider. While trade data will influence, obviously employment figures will be key. For the Aussie dollar, we've got manufacturing data, retail sales and trade. Retail sales is particularly important with the RBA looking for consumption to support the economic recovery. Main event of the week, however, is the RBA monetary policy decision on Tuesday. Any talks of a shift in policy would obviously give the Aussie dollar a boost. For the Kiwi dollar, we've got employment and inflation expectation figures, plenty of sensitivity to economic data from New Zealand at the moment, so expect some moves across the commodity currencies in the week.
Moving across to the Asian giants now, Bob, what should we expect to see from Japan and China?
For the Japanese yen, we've got finalized private sector PMIs on Monday and Wednesday. We've also got Tokyo core inflation figures on Tuesday, and at the end of the week, we've got household spending figures. All of these numbers are key. Obviously, plenty of interest in the finalized PMIs and household spending. For the Chinese yuan, we have Caixin service PMI numbers and manufacturing PMI numbers at the start of the week that will set the tone for the markets. So expect plenty of interest there. The markets have been a little bit concerned over the resilience of the economic recovery globally. So these figures from China will be material at the start of the week.
And finally, we always like to finish on geopolitics. Is there anything we should be keeping an eye on that could shake up the markets?
On the geopolitical risk front, no major considerations outside of the norm, which is obviously China, Russia, and the Middle East. So just need to continue monitoring, particularly the Middle East and any chatter on Iran and the nuclear agreement.
Well, Bob, thank you so much. Always an absolute pleasure to speak with you, and we look forward to speaking to you again very soon indeed. And thank you everyone for watching. That's all for this edition of The Week Ahead. But don't forget to head over to our Dukascopy TV social media platforms to keep up to date with everything else affecting the markets. Until next time, goodbye.